All right, it's Saturday, guys, which means we have to go over 5 oversold stocks that I'm looking at right now after we had a pretty treacherous week in the stock market. We had a rough week, guys, which means a lot of stocks are getting hit. And again, we have to go over 5 I'm looking at right now, and I actually own 3 of these. I own 3 of these stocks, so we have a lot to break down. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe, guys. Join the Patreon for my portfolio updates. We post those week in, week out. There's a Discord plus more. Check it out. Link down below. Also pinned in the comments, or just go to stassurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive into it. So again, we had a pretty treacherous week in the stock market this past week, right? And we can see that just based on this 5-day, 5-minute on SPY and on QQQ. Literally the entire week, guys, we were making lower lows, lower highs, and even on Friday, yesterday, we hit a new low. We hit 661, and then we actually rallied a good chunk, about $10 into close on SPY. We saw a big push, about 1.5% into close, but still, we're in a downtrend on this 5-day, 5-minute, and same thing on QQQ. And we rallied because we got some news regarding the government shutdown, healthcare. We're not going to get too deep into that, but ultimately, the government could be reopening sooner rather than later. And I told you guys this before we got this news yesterday about, healthcare, the government potentially reopening. I told you guys, look, all it's going to take in this market is a rate cut, the government to reopen, and then the market's just going to rip again, in my opinion, And of course, Trump's probably going to taco again. Let's be honest. The Trump taco trade is alive and well. Guys, this is an easy buy the dip. I don't think that we're just going to collapse now heading into the end of the year. This is the easiest buy the dip, in my humble opinion. The government's going to open back up. We're probably going to get a rate cut, and once these things happen, it might be too late. The market might have already recovered. But in my eyes, this is a no freaking brainer, especially if you're buying ETFs, VTI, VU, QQQ. I mean, it doesn't get much clearer than what we're seeing here. So I want to go over now a couple of stocks that I'm looking at. There's 5 in particular here. Number 1 is Roblox, and Roblox got absolutely destroyed after they reported earnings. Let's pull this up right here. The stock was trading at 150.40-ish, and it was there for a good couple of months between, more like 120 to about 150. We were trading in that window. Then earnings came out, and now we're at $100 a share. The stock actually got all the way down to $99 a share. And as of Friday, we closed at 101. And we can see here, 107. And I think Thinkorswim is going through, a maintenance thing right now, or they're doing something to the platform. The site's glitching a little bit, guys. It says here Merck went up 8 million% yesterday. It says Nucor went up 64,000%. It didn't, and it says here Roblox closed at 101, but it actually closed at 107. So keep that in mind. There could be some mistakes here in the prices, but the point is Roblox is oversold, right? The company reported earnings. Their guidance was soft, right? Not good at all, to be honest. But I think it could rebound. I think we're down, $50 a share from the recent high. I'm going to give it a little bit of time and see if we can get maybe a rebound trade on this. It looks like here they beat EPS and revenue. Q3 EPS came in at a loss of 37 cents. That beat the loss of 48 cents expected, and sales came in at 1.92 billion versus 1.64 billion. So great double beat. But their guidance was pretty bad for full year 25 sales. It's right around, let's see here. They raised it to 4.82 to 4.86 billion for the year, but that's well under the 6 billion expected from analysts. So that in and of itself will cause a lot of stocks to collapse. Weak full year guidance under analysts' expectations. That's not the best, but still, I'm watching Roblox. pretty much, 6 months of gains have been eviscerated. And I don't think this is going to trickle back down to the 70s, 80s. I mean, it could, but I'm eyeing it up here because, we got very beaten up. It sold off a little bit more, but on Friday, we actually got a pretty decent pop here, potentially putting in a bottom. Not saying for sure, but Roblox, I'm watching after, it tanked. Toast is another one that I'm watching. I actually own this one. I don't own Roblox. I do own Toast. This company reported great numbers. The stock popped, I think, 10% on Wednesday after they reported numbers. It got to, I think, $39-40 a share. And the only reason why it's selling off now, back down to 36, is because the overall market dropped and dragged it down, right? Because in my opinion, if the market was doing well, QQQ SPY, Toast would be well over $40 a share right now after those earnings that we got. And you guys probably remember we covered them recently. They beat EPS, revenue. They're expanding their deal or their partnership with Uber. Their guidance was super good. And not only are the fundamentals strong on Toast or for Toast, but the charts look good too. The 3-year chart looks phenomenal. Higher highs, higher lows, the whole 9 yards, right? You can see that here, see that here, see that here, right? You guys see that. So, in my opinion, man, it's only a matter of time before Toast is able to, start pushing $40 plus. Only a matter of time, and this is an accumulation zone for me. I've only bought it one time, so I've only bought shares once on Toast, but I kind of went heavier on that buy, and now I'm looking to see, all right, maybe I'll buy a little more down here at 37, maybe I'll buy the breakout at $40 plus, because I think ultimately this could be a $45 to $50 stock fairly soon here. So that's Toast, TOST. Palantir is another no-brainer at this point, man. Looking at the charts, and yeah, you could argue it's overvalued. That's a whole nother topic. We're looking at these stocks, on the charts and for shorter-term trades, right? So Palantir, yeah, I own it as a longer-term investment. Same with Toast, right? But I'm eyeing it up as a swing trade as well because the uptrend's holding, similar to what we said yesterday, right? Uptrend's holding, higher highs, higher lows, the whole 9 yards. We just got overbought. We got the news of Burry buying puts, which is complete market manipulation. He's definitely out of those puts now. We covered that in the video yesterday. So a lot of weak hands got shaken out. I don't think it's going to last. In fact, we actually had a green day on Friday, and Palantir is popping in the aftermarket as of Friday. So we hit $180 in the aftermarket Friday after hitting $168 in the morning Friday. So, guys, we're getting a pretty nice, sharp intraday rebound. And I think if this starts pushing mid 180s, it's going to go. It's going to fly, and I think we'll be going a lot higher. So I like Palantir, obviously, as an investment. I've owned it for a while, and as a trade. I like it as a trade, too. And same thing with Nvidia. And by the way, guys, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Join the Patreon, by the way, if you want to see my portfolio updates, be a part of the Discord, see my chart and ideas, my breakdowns throughout the week. All of that's on Patreon. Link down below, pinned in the comments as well. So Nvidia at this point looks like a no-brainer to me, We called out this ascending triangle weeks ago. It played out. We got the 210. Now we've pulled back down to about 185 and 190. And clearly we're getting the pop at 190 as of Friday, Palantir had a green day. Same with Nvidia, guys. This thing got down to 178 Friday, and it popped over 190 as of the aftermarket. So Nvidia at this point, into earnings, which are coming up on the 19th of November, I think we're going to run into earnings, And sure, if QQQ slips another 5-10%, that goes out the window. But if things stabilize like I think they will, government opens up, we get this rate cut, right? Which I don't know about the rate cut, but I think the government will open up very soon here. This is going to go. It's going to fly, and I think we're going to push back mid high 190s, no problem. Then maybe over 200 heading into those earnings. I think it's coming, guys. Nvidia, don't think it's over. Don't think the ship's over yet, or the train ride, whatever you want to call it's over yet, just because of Michael freaking Burry, guys. Hello, the guy just throws crap against the wall and sees what sticks. Yeah, he's made some good calls, but come on, man. You know, it's all BS, market manipulation. He knows what he's doing. He knew that would go into the headlines. Burry shorting Palantir and Nvidia, and he knew once that came out, it would cause panic, and he would lock in profits. He knew what he was doing. Don't fall for the crap. Don't fall for the Wall Street trick. You know, it's the oldest trick in the book. Don't fall for that. So Nvidia looks great on the dip. Palantir looks good. SoundHound's another one that's a little more risky. Obviously, it's no Palantir, it's no Nvidia by any means. But we made money on this a couple months ago on the dip. We called it out, and at this point, we've shaken out a lot of weak hands. We've given back a lot of gains, 35% down in the last month alone on SoundHound, SOUN. So I'm eyeing this up for a trade, and I'm going to wait a little more on this one for it to really confirm the uptrend. The chart doesn't look as good as a Palantir or as an Nvidia, but you know, it's clearly still holding an uptrend. We're looking good in this channel. I would just like to see it recover back over $15, $16, and we can go from there. But overall, guys, that is pretty much it. I own 3 of these stocks, Nvidia, Palantir, and Toast, but I'm eyeing them all up for you know, trades this upcoming week. And of course, I'll update you all on all these stocks, you know, here on the YouTube videos and the Patreon. So yeah, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join that Patreon if you want. Link down below, pinned in the comments as well. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.